accomplish what we did. Me and John, we been away, we been created the drip. They been trying to copy us. They hated to see what we was creating. They didn't want to see us make it far, but we kept going and we never stopped. I feel like ever since high school, we always just stick to the script and like we just knew what it took to get to where we wanted to be, and we just knew we needed to strive harder than anybody else. I remember times when we didn't really have nothing, but we just made anything and just made shit happen. Like sometimes you just gotta go outside your way just to follow your dream and just, you know, make these people just understand where you really trying to go. And I feel like that's what we really did for the city. And now we just, you know, created a whole type of wave out here where people could know exactly who we are and just know that we ain't coming here to play. So I made a promise that I ain't never gonna stop until they put me in the grave. It's forever the Bay.
Peace, beloved, peace. 7 days is too long to see y'all, especially with the gang. But it's your host, Young Content, the unofficial sensei of the culture, mastering youthfulness, contentment, karate, and NFTs. And we have a man down. Walshy is doing ninja guru duties, doing I think he's in the Himalayas somewhere, doing a big meditation. So Walshy's not here, but we do have the beloved Meta Mori. What's going on, Meta?
What's happening? Sorry, I had my mic muted for a second there. It's good to see you, boys. I look forward to this part of the week. Throughout the week, I get so excited to seeing you guys and getting to hang and chat, talk about this stuff we love so much, and share what we've learned over the past week with each other and with the community.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real sad one day, Meta Mori, when you move on and go to Hollywood, and we have to send you out in the red carpet, dude. You're a star, dude.
I'll always be here with you, boys. Always going to be in the dojo.
Speaking of always in the dojo, probably the first one. Shout out to Deadstock, the Deadstock OG. What's going on, bro? You're fully kitted like always. NFT merch. You might be NFT verified on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I think Walshy is the one jumping first into that one. I think he paid the $3 for Blue and is
so much
getting
money.
His ape. So much money, I know, and it's in fiat, so spend it while you can.
For those that
But,
don't know
yeah.
what happened there, can you kind of do a brief explanation of the NFT verification that Twitter just announced?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. What you can end up doing now is if you have Twitter Blue, you can connect your wallet. If you, for a majority of the popular NFTs, you can verify that you have it. And the way it will show to everybody else is instead of your profile pic on Twitter being in a circle, it'll be in this more like hexagonal curved type of shape to prove that you are the actual owner of it, other than all the right-click savers. So
Sweet.
pretty cool stuff.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to the cherries, bro. I got the cherries on. All right. Fully
Shout out to the
kitted.
Cherry Gang.
Cherry gang.
Guru,
I'm not showing you the tits.
Sensei Gang.
Watch out.
And actually, the reason I'm wearing the merch though, because Gutter Cats, they just announced that they're finally gonna be shipping out the merch for 2.0. So we should be getting that within the next couple weeks.
For sure. I forgot to do
Amazing.
something. I
Gang,
pressed
gang.
record for the podcast. So, guys, I'm gonna get to the chat and say hi to you, but we're gonna have to run this thing back really quick. Give me 1 second for the podcast. So much things to do on stream. Peace, beloved, peace. Welcome to NFT Guru Talk and Chill number 45, titled Beanie Scams, Looksrare all-time high. I said ATM, and then Hapebeast, Craze. So thanks for people watching, listening, all together. You can listen to the podcast on Google, Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts. Shout out to the chat one time. Let's put the music back on, some good lo-fi. What is the chat saying? Sebastian says, let's fucking go. Super excited. Abana is in the building, says A. Deadstock is in there. Matthew, shout out to Huxley fam, says yo. Kelsey White, what's up, beloved? Gives me a blue heart. And Big Daddy says, what up, fam? Welcome to the stream. Dude, where's Walshy, dude?
Family time, baby. He had pre-scheduled family time. So
Are you
shout
guys...
out to our...
Say it again?
No, I was going to just say shout out to Walshy and of course to our other brother missing in action, Jeremy. He was doing his spaces earlier today.
Yo, I think Jeremy's permanently missing in action. He's had spaces. He's Delphi Digital's golden boy. We're proud of him. One day we'll see him
over
again.
in Ireland. Yeah, he's another country.
Dude. Matthew says Looksrare is an ATM, printing money. It's actually an ATM. Before we get to Looksrare, we'll open it up with Beanie. So this past week, Beanie leaks of a bunch of Beanie scams surfaced the internet. I don't know where that Twitter came from, but they did their deep dive. Beanie Capital took a little L. He became an L Lord. We've been kind of seeing Beanie. We kind of noticed these trends with narcissism in this space. Not to virtue signal, but Beanie literally ruined his reputation. Is there any recovery for Beanie, Deadstock? Is there any silver lining for the guy?
Recovery, yeah, I'm sure. People like that. It's not like he's a stupid person. He's just a very advantageous and based on a lot of the evidence, manipulative and malicious. It doesn't matter. But he's made his money. He knows what he was doing. And I'm sure he has a couple relationships. Reputation-wise, definitely like burnt. But I mean, for a lot of us that have been in the space, it's not anything that we didn't already know. It's just all the evidence that was being shown. He's clearly in a, battle mode because he wants to dispute a lot of the stuff that's going down. So I'm sure we haven't seen the end of this saga yet. Chapter 2 or 2 billion, whatever it is at this point, we'll see it unfold.
Yeah, I think he came from being a sleazy car salesman or something like that, or selling speakers, or I forget what he was selling, but some of this capital he raised in his I guess his name is Charles Moscow. It's already been docked, so this is NFT Guru, so we talk about the latest and greatest news. Charles, aka Beanie, raised a lot of money. Someone said to me, if you raised all that money and invested into Pixel Vault, in essence, you kind of funded Pixel Vault with blood money, no? Metamori, what do you think? Did he fund Pixel Vault, the Punks comic, and Meta Heroes with scam money? I know they're trying to buy him out. What's your take on this, Meta?
Well, personally, I don't want to paint with broad strokes. So I'm definitely not going to go down the road of guilt by association. So whatever he's chosen to do and the poor choices he has made, I'm not going to paint G-Funk or Chris Wall or any of the people that I know are working very hard to prevent fallout like this affecting their projects. And that's not the only project that he's stepping away from. One comical thing that happened was with GM Capital, they tweeted that they were going to have a new marketing manager, King Jesse, which is
go ahead. Yeah, no, do it.
Which is, I don't know the full story. All I know is King Jesse's PFP on Twitter is a Bored Ape that's owned by Beanie. So that was comical. That, like, no matter what the truth of that
you can't get away
is, it's fucking funny.
It is the funniest thing.
Now, I guess I definitely think that anyone, regardless of what they're accused of, deserves to have the chance to speak on what they're accused of. I haven't had the chance or the time to see what his response has or has not been. I'm not aware of a full response other than him claiming that it's not true. It does seem to be a very deep dive, and I would be pretty shocked if somebody put together something that detailed that isn't at least based on some truth. I personally, I agree with what Deadstock said. Like, he's Beanie or Charles, whatever we want to call him, obviously is not a dumb person, regardless of whatever his morals may be. He saw value in the space and participated in some very so far successful projects, as well as some that were painfully not so. And I think we can all relate to that. So one thing I think to take from this is, just because someone's successful in this space doesn't mean that they have a accurate moral compass, and don't make personal judgments of people based on necessarily the financial decisions they make or the financial situation that they're in. I do really hope that the projects that have been tied to him heavily are able to make a clean break, because that reputational, misstep, or, whatever, self-sabotage, whatever we want to call it, that he did, he shot himself in the foot real bad. And it's going to be very difficult to recover from that. But at the same time, I mean, it kind of feels like every couple of weeks, every few weeks, there's something we find out about one of the influencers, these 100K plus follower influencers that are just moving in ways that we couldn't imagine. And there just seems to be some of them, just like any group of people that are from a diverse background from all over the world, there's some bad apples. And it seems that he does fall in that category, even if it's a gray area. But yeah, I've never really been a big fan of the way that the negative ways that he's interacted with people. I've had a couple of good conversations with him, like one combo in Spaces very briefly. I guess I was more chatting with G-Funk. But me personally, I've not been negatively impacted by him, but I have known a lot of people that have said otherwise. So I just hope that we're able to, as a community, because of blockchain and the being able to work together and stuff like this, that we can avoid stuff like this in the future. Hopefully we'll see
I find it funny. Sorry about the scuff stream. Great points, Deadstock. Great points, Metamori. You're playing devil's advocate here. Hopefully this guy could be redeemed, Charles. But I find it funny how the Twitter that exposed them was called NFT Ethics. Very, very funny name. Who are they going to go after next? It seems like NFT Ethics might be the fucking FBI of NFTs. They seem to dig dirt. I think his partner, Beanie's partner, that had a fallout with him, was able to give all these screenshots. I don't think they did it all themselves, but in the first thread, it says, in thread, we will disclose the identity of one of the most current, most infamous NFT influencers. But before we do that, we first explain our philosophical justifications. Man, gotta play two sides on that for sure. Do you guys think Beanie is the most famous NFT influencer in the space?
Gotta be a close race between him, Art Chick, and Cole, right? Like they're fighting for it pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm just talking in terms of reputation. I don't know any of them on a personal level, so this is not a personal attack. I'm just talking rep.
Yeah. We need better examples in this game. We do need better examples. Matthew, you might be a good example. Keep on doing what you're doing. I know Chuck Rhodes, you're a good example. We just need good examples. I saw January 6th, Beanie on his tweet says he's gonna buy Pudgy Penguins. There's always just frothy wash trading in this space. It's sad, you know. Gary V literally on full send. Shout out to Nelk. I still don't know what a Nelk is, but he said that people are losing their reputations left and right, and now we're talking about it. Deadstock, is this a good opportunity for people to rise up as an influencer in the space? I don't even like saying that, but
I mean, it depends what people's goals are. I mean, clearly during a bull run, a rising tide lifts all ships, and it's easy to do whatever it is to get in front, whether it's a Twitter influencer or, you know, YouTube or all of this stuff, especially in the space that really kind of moves at the speed of light compared to, you know, real time. So yeah, I mean, we're going to see a lot of these people keep popping up. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens once kind of the bear market hits. A lot of catalysts have happened that have allowed this bull run to extend. It's been going on when March hits. It'll be 2 years that this bull run has been going on. Obviously, the NFT bull run started last year, so it's been a full year that's been going on. So it'll be interesting to find out what's going on. But people are looking for leadership. They're clearly looking for information. They're looking for trends, and so they're going to go and follow a lot of people. And unfortunately, some of those people are going to get burned pretty hard. But, you know, like we mentioned before, whether it is younger individuals like Cole or, you know, people like Beanie, who obviously is like double Cole's age or whatever, you know, it's people are out there to take advantage and be opportunistic, and they're going to do what they can do. And Art Chick, obviously being able to stay anonymous has been Art Chick's main strength, because if Art Chick wasn't anonymous, I don't think she would be able to get away with a lot of the stuff they've been doing.
I mean, I think Art Chick and Beanie, that's Art Chick is Beanie's wife, or vice versa.
I was literally joking with Maury. What was it, like a week or two ago? I said Art Chick is the wife of. There's going to be like a sitcom called The Ruggers, and it's going to be Art Chick and Beanie as the parents, Cole as the kid, and we'll just throw in a couple other characters in there.
Yeah, T-Moss is the uncle, and then you're good.
I'm chill with T-Moss, but you know that is he definitely could pop in and just flood a couple things just for fun.
Yeah. And then immediately after we saw the debacle on Twitter, Metamori, I want to give this to you. We had something called Charles DAO that used Beanie's real name. They took the photos that were leaked. He was smoking a doobie. He was on his 420 gang, and they made an actual NFT out of his face. Did you get into that, Metamori? Are you bullish on Charles DAO?
I definitely did not get any Charles DAO. I didn't get any Irene DAO. I didn't get any Ella DAO or any of the other, and no hate or disrespect to any of the legitimate DAOs that are put out by
those are not DAOs. We know those are not DAOs. Those are cash grabs. Those are nice community think tanks.
We're in the DAO arc of the meta thing. Everything's a DAO all of a sudden. So, you know, I'll be happy when that's over with.
Yeah. I think so. There's not very many people that even really fully understand what a DAO actually is, and so they're just people see volume somewhere, and they're just like moths to the flame.
Nobody knows what it even stands for. It's like the simplest concept too. It's like it's a decentralized autonomous organization. It just makes it so that centralized power can't be held. You know, we can run it together as a community, but everybody's just turning everything into a DAO and slapping some pictures on there. Let me tell you how many successful DAOs launched over the past couple of days. All the models that are on Twitter that are into crypto, they've been taking their pictures, slapping them onto NFTs, and now calling whatever their name is, you know, Stephanie DAO, you know, Miranda DAO. Like, that's all they're doing at this point. There's no value into it, and it's funny because even people with money get caught up into it. We saw that Logan Paul bought those Irene DAOs, like 20 of them. He he bought 20 of them at like 4.5, 5 ETH, and they immediately dropped down to like 1.5 ETH the next day. So they were like, you know,
Yeah, he's the same guy that's
you.
buying that $3.5 million scam Pokemon card box, and
Well,
not
you know
looking good
what?
for Logue.
Well, yeah, I did read into that because my cousin likes all the Pokemon stuff. So I told him I'd figure out what happened with it. And it looks like the guy that sold it to him bought it from somebody else who got it verified. And the guy that sold it to him is like a credible dude. Like he's a legit guy. So it wasn't his fault. And clearly it's not Logan's fault. But now they're like going after the people that the dude bought it from. And they're like, yeah, because you guys said these certified, you guys shown us. So there's like this whole fraud thing going down. So that story's not even over yet either. But he got his money back. And now the guy who sold it to him is about to get his money back.
Good stuff, good stuff. I wanted to shout out a person in the chat, Potatomus, one of the greatest mods over there at Pixel Vault.
Oh my god.
Potatomus in the building.
Love that dude.
He says, what up? Potatomus be holding this shit down. We got love for you, bro. Vegas, we're going straight up filthy in Vegas. But we're talking about Beanie. Yeah, Potatomus, you're the man. But yeah, Beanie definitely could be redeemed. He looks exactly how he sounds, and I'm hoping he might be doing the whole cold thing, taking a whole month break for mental health. Not to shit on mental health, but taking a break is good, and it's maybe what Beanie needs right now. Maybe he comes back and he gets fully redeemed, has his own DAO. But you know, we over the Sensei here in the dojo, we're not gonna clown on you too much. Definitely scam people, but people are redeemable, right, Metamori?
Well, definitely. I think everybody's had a time in their life that they did or said things they weren't proud of. I'm generally cautiously optimistic about the nature of other people, and I do hope that anyone in this space that has made poor decisions that cost others money or time, that they would realize that the real way forward is for us to all work together, and that the power of decentralization is that we're able to collaborate and push towards a better future with communal power instead of a centralized entity deciding the direction that we should go.
For sure. We will move on from that to our next topic, and I do want to talk about a significant figure from Galactic Apes, but we'll talk about that soon. We literally only have till 7. Deadstock has to leave, so we got to rush through this. It's probably gonna be the quickest NFT Guru Talk and Chill we've ever had. But Looksrare, I meant to put ATH, instead I put ATM. Is Looksrare an ATM? It looks like it's ATMing us all. A lot of people dumped week 1. You know, you're seeing Broken Sea not working. People putting their Hape on Looksrare and their Adidas, all their NFTs over there on Looksrare. Is Looksrare an ATM, Deadstock?
Looksrare is a motherfucking ATM, baby. It is. Look, let's not fake the funk here. We have a drop that happened at this point 10 days ago. A lot of people sold, some people held, some people staked, some people didn't understand the point of the staking. But the bottom line is, if you got your looks and you have been staking, you have been earning rewards each day based on the volume that's been transacted on the Looksrare platform. We get it. It's not perfect. It has only been out for less than 2 weeks at this point. They have a ton of stuff happening at the moment with GitHub, hiring new employees, and making some of the changes that the community is clamoring for. But when looking at the staking, you get your looks rewards, you get your wrapped ETH rewards. And for a lot of people right now, they are really enjoying the fact that the looks rewards auto compound, meaning that they just automatically get it added to your bag, and then you start earning on that larger bag each and every day. So your daily payout each day is consecutively a little bit larger. We picking cherries, baby.
Cherry picking, motherfucker.
I love it. And those cherries that we're picking, they got wrapped ETH in it too. So a lot of us have been earning a good amount of wrapped ETH. And here's the thing. No matter how much you have staked, whether a little or a lot, we have people that are earning, a little bit of wrapped ETH a day. We have people that are earning literally like 0.25 wrapped ETH a day, 0.5. Some people were earning like 3 ETH a day.
They're getting Joe Biden stimulus checks.
We're literally getting stimulus. It's got to be upfront. It's got to be hands down,
or Trump,
probably
whatever.
The best airdrop that's ever happened, because not only was it free money, but it's literally free money that keeps giving you more free money from the community that you're already participating in, and you don't even have to I haven't used Looksrare yet to buy or purchase anything, but or sell anything because I haven't had to. But you know, I can see it definitely taking share, and a lot of people are wondering, okay, after the first 30 days, the looks reward itself on the look side is going to cut in half. Wrapped ETH will be still based on, you know, the volume and all that stuff, so it should stay the same. Will the wash trading and everything get in people's way? We'll find out. But I mean, this thing touched $7 today, came all the way back down to right under $6 at the moment, but it's showing some pretty good strength, and I think that'll continue moving forward.
For sure. Metamori, when you do sell your ape, are you gonna put it on Looksrare so it gets shared the pie with everybody on fees? Like, everyone gets rewarded.
If I were to ever do that, which just ain't gonna happen, it would be on Looksrare. I have used Looksrare a bit myself for purchases and sales, and it's been a good experience for me. I'm staking as well, and enjoying the results of the staking,
to say the least.
Yeah, and no, I do think it's important. Anybody that's participating in the staking should make sure that they're aware of the different rewards periods. So in approximately 20 days from now, there's going to be a reduction in the looks rewards, and then about 80 days later, and then I think 220 days, and then there's another further, but each time the looks rewards gets halved. So be aware that coming up to those periods, there may be more volatility, and that could have an effect on what you receive. So don't necessarily look at what you would be receiving in the short term as something that's going to happen forever. So you need to be vigilant and aware of what's happening with the platform. But I do think very much that I've been kind of relating it to, you know, the story we've mentioned on stream before of when there was a gold rush, the people that made the most money off of the gold rush were those who sold the tools. And I believe there's a potential future where we may see looks as the tools of that our community was able to have, in the sense that it provides proportional ownership of a marketplace where people can exchange NFTs from a broad range of collections. So it's a great way to potentially, be rewarded for, action throughout the whole community rather than just being having exposure to a single project. So it's a very interesting concept, and I think there is a lot of potential there, but it, like anything, depends on how the team executes and how the community responds.
Yeah, I think too. Shout out to Looks. I mean, continue to drive the nail down, but you're gonna have other marketplaces coming out. Look at Genie. Genie just needs to say, hey, we have this now. We're sharing our Genie token with everyone now, and that's probably gonna take away some liquidity from Looks, just like Hapebeast is taking some liquidity from this market right now. We are still in the Wild West. We're still fucking early. Sorry to sound like a plebe, but if Genie decides to get involved, which they're taking a lot of that liquidity, they can be a real nightmare for a lot of the OS and all these things. And I know Scott from Genie, he's a dog, and he's not stopping. So we right now we are liking Looks as an ATM, but the pendulum can swing. So stay diligent, take your profits.
Also, because you make a really good point, since we are early, like a lot of this stuff is going to be able to coexist. Just like when you're out and about and you need gas, there's a reason why at that corner there's 3 gas stations across from each other, because there's more than enough to go around. While OpenSea has definitely been like the dominant force, I think whether OpenSea with Coinbase coming out, with Looksrare now, and Genie, we all love Genie and stuff like that, like they're all going to be able to coexist, just like a Costco, a Walmart, and whatever, and higher up and higher up. There's going to be different niches, just like Amazon, eBay, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I sometimes I just think so singularly that I just want one winner. But you're right, you're definitely right, because I only shop at one spot, but doesn't mean that other people don't shop at other spots.
I agree with you, and we're all going to win, baby.
For sure. Keep it rolling.
Just wanted to jump in quickly. I see there's a question from Matthew about the WETH rewards.
Please.
So with the WETH rewards on Looksrare, I think it would be it's important to keep in mind that there are wash sales occurring, because there are some whales that are taking advantage of the rewards system. So it's still, you still need to be aware. You can't look at the WETH and think that that's going to stay how it is. That's still a unpredictable number. It's just a matter of, keeping an eye on those things. But so that could also impact the WETH rewards as the reduction of rewards happens over time. So just keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about, kind of watching for the future dates and stuff like that. That's what I would be doing.
Fire. For everyone who's not liking the stream, please like the stream, or I'm gonna Sung your ass like from Mortal Kombat. Here it goes.
Your brother's soul is mine.
Alright? Don't let me steal your soul with this fucking shirt, this cherry shirt, and my lavender shorts and pink slippers. Please like the stream. Deadstock, can you please tell them like the stream? There's 22 viewers in here, probably more on Twitter.
If you don't know what Freedom Moseses are, like this stream right now.
Oh,
there they are.
You're dirty. Dirty as fuck. Like my gains. Yeah, like the stream. Thanks for everyone being here. Let's see them slippers. You saw the undertow. I think that's rude in some cultures. Sorry. Not connecting my wallet to Twitter yet. Yeah, for sure. You'll get a hexagon. It'll be nice. Before we hit the last topic, I wanted to talk about Galactic Apes. Speaking of people who kind of fucked up their reputation, I know Wes from that project. I think you put us on Metamori. It had a lot of potential. In 2021, they were coming out with a Galactic Ape token. They had monkeys. Wes more than us. Speak on that a little. What happened to Wes? And is he just a degen flipper?
Yeah, it was, man, I don't know. I didn't really prepare mentally for talking about this one. Was very disappointed about that happening, and pretty confused and almost angry about the action.
He's such a good guy.
Wes's. I have no reason to dislike him. He's never given me a reason to dislike him. He's always been very passionate, very friendly, and just based on the art and community what he created around him and that passion. I guess what's so confusing to me is that he passed it off to a different developer rather than staying on and building a larger team. So I don't know. I haven't been able to speak to him directly about it, which is another frustrating thing. He's just, I don't know, maybe it was too much for him. And if that's genuinely the case, no hard feelings. And I would rather somebody admit that they're in over their head and pass it on to a team that are capable of carrying on than to slow rug the community by refusing to admit that they're not capable of something they said they could do. So I'm hopeful that is genuinely the situation. And if that's the case, I'm going to need to get to know the new team, because I don't know them at all. And that's a really frustrating thing to me, is I have a couple of Genesis apes from that collection and a stack of the other apes. And now I have to get to know these, we've always said how important it is getting into a project, that you need to know the founders, you need to talk to them and understand their vision. And it's very frustrating to be this far into it and now have a group of people that I've never met or spoken to basically running the show. So that's concerning to me, but I've only because I haven't spoken to the new team yet. So at the moment I'm feeling blinded by the future for that. Yeah. But that's something we also talk about quite a bit, is being prepared for the unexpected. And so many of us, our collections are spread out over quite a few different projects, specifically for the possibility of things like this that throw our expectations or plans off of out of their trajectory. So I'm gonna see what happens. I still, I initially got my first. Honestly, I'm frustrated because I'm not sure what's happening with the collection that first really got me excited about NFTs. Like my Space Ape was one of my very first purchases. Back in late April, early May of last year, and I hope it turns out okay. But right now, I'm not really sure what's happening.
Yeah.
And so I'm frustrated by that.
Wes, all you got to do, dude, is change your name to Chess and start another project. Go pseudo-anonymous, super anonymous. See if you could redeem yourself again. Deadstock, do you trust Wes on his next project? Or maybe he becomes an influencer. I mean, that's kind of left a bad taste in people's mouth. Think he should take a break?
You know what? It kind of ties back into the stuff. Obviously not on the same level as like Beanie and our chicken and all that stuff, but you can only on Twitter, especially and online, we have to take a lot of people's words on, and but just like in life,
it's a lot of word.
Really, you just have to be able to take on people's actions eventually, and so that's why as much as we enjoy the best parts of the space, we have to keep in mind that people are still building. People can make promises that they do and fully intend to execute, and maybe they're not able to, or people say stuff that they don't fully intend to execute, and you have to take that on the chin. But honestly, I don't think Maury should feel any guilt about it, because it's just like you're not part of the project, and even though you talked about it and stuff like that, it's not your fault. It's where it's at this point. Like, it's other people's stuff. So would I join into it? I mean, I'm not in Galactic Bakes, and I don't really follow West like that, so I probably wouldn't jump into another project. But it's just one of those. It is what it is. A lot of things are going to have. There's going to be stuff like this that happens that show promise, that have good communities, and then certain things happen, and you just gotta kind of roll with the punches. And again, does that mean that this is dead in the water? No, but is it clearly delayed and not where we thought it would be? Yeah, and we just have to deal with that reality and move on from it at this point, especially if you were really excited about it, and now it doesn't look like the excitement is as much as it was before.
Yeah, for sure. Let me give you that. Let me give that APO. Alpha plays on fucking in play.
Alpha plays only.
Alpha plays on.
Sing that shit. But look, there's no loss. It's just lessons. And I love that Metamori came to the dojo and apologized. You didn't have to do that. That shows the beautiful human that you are. I make mistakes. I called fucking Tokyo 10 and it rugged. So we're all gonna be learning as we go. Shout out to the dojo in the chat, just going crazy. Damn, kind of heartbreaking. Tyler McKay. Andrew says, absolutely, let's get some likes. Andrew is gonna be a big real estate mogul. Watch and learn. Prison lunch lady. It just blows my mind that West worked so hard on something just to let it go. Yes, we're gonna let that go now, and we have about 15 more minutes of the show. I wanted to talk about the next topic here, which is Hapebeast. Is it just another ape project? Question mark. Right? Is it just another ape? Because there's one ape amongst the apes, the bored apes, and people in Hapebeast are sitting at a 7.7 ETH floor for one of those mint passes, Prime they call it. We're gonna switch the screen and look at some Hapebeast action. I want my takes on Hapebeast is shout out to House Akiba. Literally going back full circle, Metamori talking about the shovels of the metaverse. That was a shovel that I bought because I believe House Akiba was building the shovels, building the tools for the metaverse. So I bought in. They gave me whitelist. Super stoked. That community is 600,000-700,000 deep on Discord. They're believing they're going to Valhalla, and I wanted to break it down. Metamori, Hapebeast, is it a fad? Is it a long-term play?
I personally, just only because I've been so focused on building IP around my bored ape, I hadn't really bothered getting into the Hapebeast because I found it difficult to get whitelisted, and I've just kind of had a personal rule: if I can't get whitelisted, then I don't bother. But the art is incredible. I love the art, and I think what I'm looking forward to the most, just me personally, is and I don't know if this is part of the roadmap, but I would assume it is. But like the point that they start doing metaverse merch, because some of the clothing and stuff that I've seen and the look of those apes is really cool. And I would hope that with the plans, you know, that people talk about the, you know, different avatars being able to swap out clothes from different collections and stuff like that, I could see myself really liking the clothing that they would be putting out, because it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think House of Kiba himself, he came from the old Top Shot days. Inside House of Kiba general chat, he said to us, "Don't paper hand your hate." I think House of Kiba had a lot to do with the rigging, the ape-demption that he did. They definitely used House of Kiba a lot, and that's why they gave the Genesis members whitelist. But when you go into that chat, they're saying that a lot of people thought that they could get these apes at 3 ETH on the floor, and it just got gobbled up. We're seeing a good 80 floor range. We know how this goes. We've been here before. For the people who are new, the moon boys to this project, Deadstock, can you ground them? Is this just another ape project in your opinion?
I mean, short answer is yeah, it is another ape project, because clearly it's called Hapebeast. But it's one of those things where I kind of agree with what you and Moore have been saying. I mean, I like the look of them. They look sick. Are we seeing correlations between this and Mechaverse? Yes, but I feel like this is gonna do better than Mechaverse ever was gonna do, because of the way that it's going, the style that it looks like, and like Maury had mentioned before, the clothing itself. So there's a lot of things going for it. I will admit though, obviously, you know, being with the Bored Apes since last year, knowing that we have like Metaverse apes coming out there, and knowing that I even have like the ape dention, I think 2 of them still that I can use on my apes for House of Kiba. You know, I'm interested to see how it's going to work out. Do I think that with the reveal being next week that this is going to continue to run up? I definitely do. I think you're showing right now that you showed it was like 7.7. So I mean, I could definitely see this running up into, you know, 8, 9, maybe even 10 ETH. But after that happens, I definitely kind of foresee it dropping back down again. To what level? I don't know. Maybe back down to a 3 ETH level, a 2 ETH level, you know. But you never know with this stuff. What we have to keep in mind is, like you mentioned, and maybe you can shed some light on it. Like how many House of Kiba members are there? Like how many people got whitelisted?
So 700, around 700, 750.
And how many of these are there? These Hapebeasts? There's 8,000.
There's 8,000.
8,000. So, yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be one of those things where I think some people are gonna want to take profit. If you get something at 0.2 and it runs all the way to 0.7, 7, 8, 9 ETH, it's almost like, I don't want to say, I don't want to be rude. It's advantageous, obviously, to take that. But if you really do believe in the project and you believe in what they're going to be doing, I haven't looked at the roadmap, just like Maury. Like I've been focused on a couple of other things this week, plus in real life stuff. So I haven't really researched them too much. But from the joy that we've seen in the dojo, from the people that I've talked to, looks like it's a solid project. So we're just going to have to see what happens after reveal and what they plan on executing, and go from there. But I don't really see it holding the floor to where it is right now after reveal, to be quite frank.
Yeah, 0.2 mint at 8,000 sold. That's a lot of revenue, Hapebeast. So hopefully you're knocking on Supreme's door, you're knocking on Kif's door, you're knocking on, Mel Gibson's door, and you're trying to get some collaborations here, because it's going to be pivotal for you to maintain that 8 ETH. Like you said, I think it would run maybe to 12, pull back to 2, people load up on double of those, and then just set and forget. Everyone in that Discord seems new. They're very, very advantageous. They have a lot of hopium in them. They reminded me when I was a young Padawan in this game, and I think for what these guys and the gurus here are telling you, have some perspective. Could it be Bored Ape level, Metamori? You got to give that shit a year, right?
Yeah, I think something on that level is really hard to predict. So, I really think for the most part, anybody that tells you that they predicted the apes would be where they are now, I mean, that's really it's very unlikely anybody saw this happening as quickly as it did. It's really awesome and exciting, and it'll be amazing to see in the coming months. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean as the community grows, as more and more people are onboarded? I saw this comparison of the amount of US dollar and transactions processed by Visa versus Ethereum, and Ethereum was a higher number. And just these shifts in attention from just the general public of them getting interested. I think it's going to be cool to see. I think they definitely have a lot of potential. The art's amazing. Everybody that has them clearly is wanting to see where it's going, because the floor is so high that means people want to participate in their ecosystem and in their dream that they're building out. So I think it'll be really awesome to see how it plays out. I don't like to, I'm never accurate when I do pricing.
But you made a good point. No
Guesses.
one saw an 80 BAYC, and no one saw that World of Women will the chair of Wall Street or whatever would hang it in his office. There's a lot of unexpected things that are happening in this market, especially when you compare, like you said, the Visa and Ethereum gains just in 2021 alone. So, with the whole Twitter verification, Coinbase coming, I think we should expect the unexpected. We are literally going to Mars, boys. Papatamus says, I'm directing a reinterpretation of West Side Story. Instead, it's the Moon Boys versus the Floor Boys off of Broadway. My street team will be putting flyers on windshields announcing opening night very soon. Dude, I need front row. Front row! Please. Yeah, homies. We flash crashed that thing very fast. Deadstock, you seriously have to leave us at 7?
Yeah, I do.
Gosh, bro, there's just so much alpha here.
Let's cover it. Come on, we got 10 minutes. All right, let's rock it out.
Time. We got
No, I mean, I pretty much covered everything. I just know that. Shout out to Adidas too. What Adidas is doing with Pixel Vault. Can you guys explain that to me? Is it a Prada? Do I get a Prada NFT for holding that Adidas original? I really need to know that for the audience. Or do I get entered into a raffle?
I saw the partnership. I don't know if we get anything for having our thing, but I mean, it kind of proves the point that these partnerships are going to continue with these large conglomerates not only entering but making their name known and being a staple in the metaverse and in the crypto sphere. So I think it's pretty exciting, between the fact that we look at stuff like the Bored Apes, the Gutter Cats, Cool Cats merch. You're looking at Hapebeast, the potential for where a lot of this stuff can go, and then moving over to the partnerships that we're seeing between Adidas and Gucci and Prada and all this other stuff. And it's just like, oh, and then StockX, obviously with their NFTs now that you can purchase the NFT tied to it. I'll use the Jordan example. They got a pair of Jordans that are going right now. I think you could buy the NFT for like 1,500, which is probably like 0.5 ETH. And just like StockX always wanted, you'll be able to trade that NFT like it's a stock on the market, instead of actually claiming the shoe. And then eventually it could be like Duck Duck Goose. Eventually, when somebody wants to, or musical chairs, when somebody wants to finally claim it, they could just be like, oh, I don't want to trade this NFT anymore. I actually want to claim these Jordans. And then it's off the market for good. So, which would make it a reduced NFT, make it more rare.
Tokenize the world, baby. Tokenize the world. That's always been the mission. Gucci NFT only have how many? So apparently from the mod from Pixel Vault, Patatimus, there's some kind of whitelist or something for that. I haven't heard anything else. I know people are speculating buying 3-4 of those Adidas originals. So I can't wait to wear my tracksuit. Metamori, I know you're probably gonna have to have that tracksuit on, dude. I need to see it, dude. The full lime green.
Oh, it's funny you said that, because I need to send you. Where is it? I sent it to Deadstock earlier. There's a little teaser that I sent to him. Shit, where is it? Oh, there it is.
Can everyone see this?
He's
Well,
gonna send it to you.
I was gonna send it to you, and then you could screen share.
Oh snaps!
But this
I'll give you
actually,
a-
it doesn't have to do with.
I'll give you a hint, baby. I'll give you a hint.
Oh no, he
I'll
got a
give-
gutter cat sweater on. No, don't tell me, bro. This
We
man
gotta
is
showcase it.
gang.
While-
Yo, you
while
gotta
he's-
send that to me on
Hold
Discord
on,
on my
so,
Discord
yeah.
messages if you wanna.
So while he's sending
So
that to
it's
you,
it's not rigged yet, but it's a fun little teaser of a upcoming
Ooh, all right, let's show
Ward-
the
Ward-
audience.
wardrobe change.
Dang,
We
son. Killing the
Let's get
game,
it.
especially we got the fucking you got the Dickies on too with the pants. Lit.
yeah.
Hey.
That is fire, bro.
Gang.
Gutter
Love
Carly, Gutter Dan, Gutter Rick will be very proud of that. That even that acid splash looks official. We gotta flex
Gang,
flex
gang.
it again. Deadstock, come on.
Oh yeah.
Trying to look like Maury in life.
IRL
So,
versus
like-
the meta game. You feel me?
And the hat is a mutant ape yacht club hat.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, just for my mutant. I gotta represent for the mutants.
Dang,
Oh well,
gang.
it's funny that it's. Wait a minute. Did you say?
Wait. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Definitely
I,
Inception.
I'm just
Definitely-
like
definitely not
totally
a coinky
stealing
dink.
your outfit. I
It's
should have done the
outfit.
beanie. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
switch
okay.
it up to the beanie. That'll be hilarious. I'll just show up in
beanie's-
the same clothes.
You
as
hear what he said, guys? Switch it up to the beanie. I don't know if you want to do that. Keep the hat.
That'll be
Homies,
hilarious.
we are literally getting out of here. It was a pleasure. It was a lightning round. NFT Guru Talk and Chill 45. Thank you for the podcast listeners watching. I'm gonna put my silent, sexy voice on. You're fucking amazing. Enjoy your pasta. Follow at Young Show. Follow at Metamori, and follow at the Deadstock OG for a lot of good alpha, a lot of great perspectives. Shout out to everyone in the chat: Abana, Patadams, Matthew Lewis, Huxley, Steven, Prison, Lunch Lady, Tom93. Tom, it's been a movie. Get your popcorn ready because next Friday I have Grant Pat Flannery on the show tomorrow. Shout out to the Big Gutter Cat Gang and Board Ape Grant Flannery. Has worked on House of Kiba. Dude's a fucking legend. So can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. Homies, shout out Grandma. Shout out y'all. Actually, we gotta give you all the gong. What am I doing? This is a part of the show where we let them channel their inner sensei. I channel my inner sensei as well. It might get a little weird, a little BDSM. But let me have Deadstock have the last word. Metamori, here's the gong.
Thank you, Young, and Deadstock. It's awesome to be here with you guys. I fucking love doing this stream, and it's great to be here with everybody in chat as well. Great to see you, Eponymous. It's awesome. Shout out Prison Lunch Lady. Love seeing you here, dude. He's the first person that told me about NFTs. Wouldn't be here without him.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, boy. And one of my oldest friends. We've known each other since we were kids. Great dude. Love you, brother. I just want to say, really focus as much as you can on creating a network of people that you can talk to and that you trust. Try not to be, don't be the smartest person in the room. If you feel like you are, then it's good to, try and connect with people that know more than you. Try and learn as you go. Always be learning, and try and approach life open-minded and curious. And I think that if you can focus on being grateful for what you have, then you're gonna make it. And I'm grateful for the friendships that I've created in this space, and for the many things I've learned here. And because of that, I feel like I've already made it, and I'm very excited about the future.
I love
I
that.
love you guys.
Love you too, Bo. The Deadstock, here's the gong ski.
I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so we'll keep it short and sweet. I do want to bring up the fact that I know, and this is more just being me. Doodles, I love you, but there was a lot of shit talking last week when everything was running up and you passed Cool Cats. But I just want to point out the fact that, and I'm not going to go into any of the rumors that are going on because that's hearsay at this point, but Doodles are currently around 9.7, while these Cool Cats are about 8 away from a 13th floor. I
Clone
think we
new,
got it.
clone cast.
Yeah, Klon. You know, we gotta give respect to these projects that are putting in work and have now officially been here for almost a year at this point. You know, just because something looks cool, you know, what's behind it, why is it pumping, and what are they doing? Definitely want to shout out that we got Cool Pets dropping 28th at the end of this month, about a week from now, about 8 days away, and that's going to be good. If you're not on the white list, try to get on one. If not, try to get to the public sale. They're going to be minting for 0.5. Think of it as the mutants to the Bored Ape Yacht Club, mutant apes to the Bored Apes. That's what they're going to be. Plus, they're going to be tied into the play to earn game, tied into the milk token that's going to be dropping. Shout out Cool Cats, shout out Doodles, but Cool Cats took this round again. I do want to say shout out to the fam.
APO.
You know, big thank you to obviously Young for always having us on the show. Maury, you gave me a really good compliment about the look stuff, that research we've been doing. I really appreciate that. And obviously shout out to our boys who are not here at the moment, Walshy, Jeremy, and you know, old school friend Can't Stop Mike. He sent me a message earlier in the week, so shout him out.
I think he's still in the metaverse on that with that shroom.
Yeah, it was a good shroom. It was a good shroom. And I guess I'll end it on one thing. I posted 2 tweets over the past couple of days that I'll just repeat because I think they're just kind of basic knowledge with stuff to keep in mind and tied in what we're doing today. One is, you know, stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. You know, it's a mindset game with a lot of this stuff. You know, surround yourself with solid people. Like they always say, you know, show me your closest 5 friends, I can show you your future. And then also based on the good people in the space, the quote unquote negative people in the space, and of course the malicious people in the space, you know, listen to people's actions. It's always louder than their words. You know, we always are going to want to hope for something to be, you know, what if this, and that, but we have to take things for what it is and act on that. And so if people treat you well, you know, you probably want to keep them around you. If people don't treat you well, probably want to separate yourself. And same thing with influencers on Twitter. You know, if people constantly do pump and dumps or they do a certain thing or you can see their MO, maybe just stop following them. You know, drama's fun. We get a lot of entertainment in the space, but in the end, like, we're here for one reason, and that's to make it. And, you know, you're not going to make it if you're following the wrong people, the Pied Pipers down the rabbit hole.
Sheesh, bro. You
love y'all.
Thought you were almost like, you look like you're shifting to be like a Nostradamus there, a little wizardry action going on. Holy shit.
Oh my whole show. Hold on. Okay.
Get back down. Get back down to earth, bro. That was dope. That was wisdom. Thank you. Beanie, if you ever want to get tea, got some really good tea that'll knock you out, change your life, and get you back into the game. I think one of the best things that a quote I've learned, who we are today is from the choices we made yesterday. Today we become what we choose today. To change is to choose to change, beloved. So go make some change, be the change, and don't change up. That's pretty much all I gotta say. Peace, beloved. Thanks for watching, everyone. Live the dream, eat ice cream, and above all, stay content. Peace.